Welcome to District 6. Since our last update, a lot of things have changed for the better for this area and its residents. Blight removal, lights remain roads, and district managers who show up when called. Rico Razzo, District 6 manager, is at the forefront of making District 6 residents feel more comfortable in their neighborhoods.
Yeah, we had a neighborhood youth group from Sur Metro Detroit. They brought out some students to help board up a house next to a senior citizen who had had some concerns about a vacant house next to her because one day she was upstairs getting out of the shower, changing, and she looks over in the upstairs house next to her that's vacant. There was a gentleman looking at her.
I was called Mr. Duggan, and he wasn't available, so they said, well, I'll transfer you to someone that might help you. I was calling about this house next door again.
So she had called me right after that and asked if the house could be boarded up, just so that no one could get in and she wouldn't have to worry about keeping her blinds shut just because someone next door may be looking through her window. So the city, we got some funding now to get some boards and connect those boards with some of the nonprofits that are doing work or neighborhood groups to board up houses, so that's what we did.
Mr. Rico Razzo, that's my guardian angel. He has did things for me that I've been trying to do 6 or 7 years. As far as the house go, I've been calling about that. And it's not removed yet, but he came and make it more livable for me to be next door to it and being afraid at night coming out my garage and different things. He did. I don't know anything that I could ask Mr. Razzo that if it's in his power, he won't do. So he's God sent, that's all I know, at least for me in this situation. And if this is part of his job, A+ for him, because he sure did me a good thing.
Those young men boarding up Mrs. Lucci's house, they're a part of Sur Metro. That's a part of the Detroit Employment Solutions Corporation, and it's located right here in District 6.
We are at the Sur Metro complex in Southwest Detroit off of Michigan Avenue in Wyoming. Sur Metro has been here for over 40 years. This particular program, Youth Bill, has been here for 5 years. Our program is a program sponsored by the Department of Labor, and it's an AmeriCorps program. It is our focus as far as our trade is construction building trades. Our agency gets contracts with the city and they go out and do pre-demolition work. So they'll go in and tear out all the things inside of the house before they get ready to demolish it. And what we do with the wood after we're finished is they refurbish the wood and we use that wood kind of like what we do today. What we did today was board up houses. We also use it to build mobility ramps.
A lot of the work that they do is in District 6 because they're located in Southwest Detroit. They have a GED program, but they're also AmeriCorps members and they learn construction training. So it's kind of a perfect fit for what we're trying to do as far as board ups go because they have a place to cut the wood, they have the people power, and part of their program is service learning, so they get out in the community and they help make a difference.
Yeah, it's an initiative with the Department of Neighborhoods, Sur Metro, where we're going out and boarding up some houses. So we take our youth out. It's a learning experience for them, and it's also something for them to give back to their community.
I moved here in '71, and at the time I moved here, my husband was alive, and my last daughter went to college. My other two had went and graduated, and she was the last one to go to college. And I lived here since '71, and I've been here ever since. And when I first moved in the area, we didn't have a block club. But we worked on that, and we finally got a block club.
Yeah, we created this concept called building blocks. The mayor is real adamant about creating block clubs or strengthening current block clubs. So we're going to be the first district to do it, and hopefully it goes well where we can replicate it in other districts. But the whole goal behind it is to bring current block clubs in our district that are pretty strong and have a lot of best practices together with our neighborhood police officers, some of the nonprofit agencies that are doing work around beautifying the city, and then also some of the pastors in the neighborhood, and just convening on a Saturday, having some pancakes, talking about getting involved with the neighborhoods, creating block club leaders, expanding current block clubs so that we can really strengthen the neighborhoods.
Today we are at St. Gabriel's Church, which kind of is next to Cesar Chavez Middle School and Elementary School, for an event called Building Blocks, which is really focused on getting more people to sign up for block clubs, to learn about CB patrols, to learn about starting community gardens. So just to increase civic engagement overall and really get involved and take ownership of their neighborhoods. The outcome is, one, to help people recognize that it's easier than they think it is to sign up and start their own block club, and that it's really is all about relationship building. A lot of times I think we're fearful of our own neighbors or people who live close to us, and not because anything bad has happened, but just because we don't know who they are. We haven't talked to them. So hopefully this will break down some of the barriers that exist across zip codes and across neighborhoods in the district, and get people talking and to know each other, and just really so that they know it's possible to start these type of organizations.
The Building Blocks event, I think, is important because it'll be giving residents information about how to join block clubs, some of the resources available to block clubs and community organizations, and a chance to get to know your neighbors. And I think it's great that District 6 is holding the first one, so hopefully it'll be like a benchmark for the other districts throughout the city.
Just like Mrs. Lucci, every resident in the District 6 neighborhoods have the same opportunities as she has. All you have to do is contact your district managers or assistant district managers and let them know your problems and complaints. Rico Razzo and his team are taking on tasks firsthand in efforts of making our neighborhoods even better. I'm Joe Darby for Channel 10.
For more information about your City Council representative or your Department of Neighborhood District Manager, visit DetroitMI.gov.